Hey, just want to do a quick how-to video on replacing the turn signal switch on my 2004 Dodge Ram 3500. Pretty common problem in a lot of cars. Mine started acting up, and sometimes the high beams didn't want to switch back and forth, and sometimes when I turn my windshield wipers off, they wouldn't return to their stock position. And it's been giving me issues for a while, so I went ahead and just ordered a new one finally, and I'm gonna go ahead and put it in. It's pretty easy. I just figured I'd run through here and show you how to do it. So I ordered a OEM Mopar unit here. There's the part number. I want to say it was about $60, $70. But it got offline, or you can get it from the dealer and pay a little bit extra if you want. So, but pretty simple. So here's the steering column. There's 3 bolts down here, and you're gonna need a long shank Torx like that, and this is a T20. So you've got one bolt right here, one bolt right here. So behind here, behind the steering wheel, you've got this large hole, another one on the opposite side, and that's what holds your airbag in. That's a 10mm bolt behind there. And when we're working with airbags, we do want to disconnect the battery, but I'll give you this little tip. Before disconnecting the battery, start the truck up, and you want to center your wheel and turn it to one side and loosen the bolt for the airbag. And then turn it back towards you. And go ahead and loosen the other one. I've already broke these loose, that's why these are just hand tight. Okay, so once you get these out, and that one fell on the ground. Once you get those out, return your steering wheel to center, and you can shut the truck off. Now at this point, you want to go ahead and disconnect the battery, because you're going to have to pull the airbag out, and you're going to want to let the battery sit for a minute or so, let the capacitors drain down so it doesn't explode. But you'll be able just to pull the airbag out with your key out of the ignition off obviously, and disconnect the airbag. That reduces the risk for that exploding. And also, if you turn your key on with the airbag disconnected, you're going to set an airbag fault and you're going to have to clear it. So let's not do that. So I'm going to go ahead and pull this airbag out. So here's the back side of the airbag. You got your 2 airbag connections and your 1 horn connection. There's a little white catch right there, and if you can get you a little pick or something, might be able to do it with your fingers. There you go. Push up on that catch and that'll pull right out. You can safely, the airbag connectors, pull out. See the release tabs right here? Squeeze those with little sausage fingers like me. And place the airbag somewhere out of the way. So that's what you're left with. So this is a 13 mil nut holding the steering wheel on right there. And it's not super tight. You should be able to do it by yourself and remove it. It'd be a lot easier if I had my cordless impact here. So there's our alignment pin right there per se. This clock spring, don't let it spin and spin. It's got to stay in the relatively same spot that it was. So now we have access to our multi-function switch there. You'll need to remove this lever for the steering. It just pulls out like so. Go ahead and remove that lower cover and get it out of the way there. Alright, so here's our new and old turn signal switch. Looks like we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, and then one right back here. 5 bolts. Maybe a couple on the bottom too. Oh, yep. 6 bolts, little screws, one on the bottom here. Holding that on. So 6 Phillips screws holding that thing in. Bottom one's a machine screw. It goes into metal, so make sure you put the right ones back where they go. A shorter screwdriver would do me good right now, but I don't have one with me. Fortunately, I'm not at home. Okay. So 4 of those hold the multi-function switch on. 2 of them hold the clock spring to the multi-function switch. Like I said before, that thing needs to stay in about the same position. You've got 2 connectors that you got to disconnect that go on the bottom of this clock spring. Oh gosh, man, I got fat fingers. Alright. Oh. And another so you see this? That's a safety tab, so you push that tab back and then you can squeeze down and pull out to remove the connector. Keep that clock spring in about the same position. So I'm going to remove the 2 screws holding the clock spring onto the turn signal switch. Like I said, I'm holding the clock spring from spinning. You don't want that to spin freely. Clean all this hair and junk out of there. Alright, let's see. Put this right back onto our new assembly.
Let me get in the office for a few minutes. Okay.
Alright, so now we can put our steering wheel back on. Feed these wires through there. Now we want our clock spring to be about the right spot. Line up your notch with the column spline. There you go. Slide it back down there. Yep. Put your little weight digger-ma-doo back on there. Alright, got our battery back in. Key on. Go ahead and start these in the back here. Start them with your hand, you don't want to get them cross-threaded. fixed. Turn signals work nice, hazards work nice. Make sure your turn signal cancellation works. Good to go. Horn still works, so windshield wipers actually work now. Party on, Wayne.